Hey guys, this is a response to amurphy245's Battlestations Tag video. I gotta say, like, my gaming setup is a bit of a mess. In spite of that, I've actually just spent the last hour tidying it up, trying to make it look somewhat presentable for this video. And yeah, if you find this quite horrible to look at because it's such a mess, then thank God you didn't see it before. So yeah, there's the 47-inch LG LCD. That's running Kane Lich 2, the Xbox 360 at the minute. And basically underneath that, I have all my sort of current gen and last gen consoles. And what I've done is actually taken out the PS2s and just relied on the PS3s and the backwards compatibility in the interest of saving space. So I've just done that today. So if we look over here, we've got PSP Go on charge over there. There's a little charging station. We've got the Xbox 360S running Kane and Lynch. Down below that, you've got the Sony PSX. All these run off components, so as you can see, the leads are dangling on top of it there. And yeah, they all run through that TV and they all run really nicely. Likewise, the GameCube, which supports component output, which is really cool. And then underneath that, you've got the Crystal Xbox, which is not the one I recently received. That's a PAL Xbox. And beneath that, you've got my American Xbox. I bought an American Xbox years ago. I wanted to get, it's quite a sad story really, I wanted to get WWF Raw for it because I was so excited about it, and it received really bad reviews, apart from on IGN where it got 9 out of 10. So I thought, wow, maybe it is good. And then I picked up an American Xbox, picked up that game, and the game was crap. And I don't know if you've ever looked at the Raw review on the Xbox on IGN, but it got 9 out of 10, and it was terrible. Everyone else panned it. Then a couple of years later they released Raw 2. It was terrible. Everyone panned it, except IGN, who gave it 9 out of 10. Now, I want to say that IGN's reviews are influenced by any outside sources, but that did seem awfully peculiar. Same score for two terrible games, which couldn't compete with the SmackDown games at the time, or any other wrestling game. They're awful. Anyway, enough about the problems of IGN. Like I say, there's the two PS3s on the... where's my finger here? Here we go. That one there is the PAL one, and that one there is the American one. The reason I own two is because I wanted to play upscale PS2 games and PS1 games, my American ones, and my PAL ones, so, you know, one for each. These are the original launch ones, the 60 gigs, so they've got all the backwards compatibility built in. And the American one was quite hard to get hold of, so I'm really chuffed that I've got that. But yeah, that's sort of like my modern console setup. You know, I think I've missed something out here. If we zoom in really close, you can see the Wii on top of the PSX. So yeah, I'll play the Wii too. Right, so if we move the camera along here, you see a nice CRT, and that's running Blackthorn for the 32X. And here's where it gets a little bit messy, so bear with me. Down here, we've got my PS1. Next to that, the Dreamcast. Now the Dreamcast actually outputs through... but I can't remember what it's called, some sort of switch box, but it's actually plugged into that as well, because some Dreamcast games are actually HD, or at least they output in I can't remember what the video is called, VGA, I think it says VGA. And next to that you've got the Neo Geo CD-Z, which as you all know I absolutely love, and that's running through this. Down here I've had to cram some stuff in, so you notice we've got the NES that Adam himself actually traded with me, which I love by the way. Underneath that you've got the 3DO, and then you've got the SNES and the N64. Those are next to each other, shitty for convenience, because they use the same AV cable, so you can literally just swap them around instead of having two sets of leads and just get away with one. So it's worth doing things like that in the interest of tidying. You've got the TurboGrafx right there, slanted. Underneath that is the Philips CDI. And then the Atari Jaguar. Look at the dust on that bad boy. I'm going to clean that. And likewise, covered in dust, although I use it all the time, is my Sega Saturn. That is a modified PAL one. It runs all games in 60Hz. There's no switch. Sometimes that backfires. Sometimes they will basically, they'll be expanded on the screen and you'll miss part of the image, which is really annoying. But that's why I've actually got a couple of them. Down here is the JVC XI with the 32X loaded on it. And like I say, that's what's booted up Blackthorn here. In front of that we've got a, that's American. In front of that we've got the PAL Mega Drive and the PAL Mega CD. Down there we've got the Amiga CD32 with the floppy disk drive add-on. And I think for things that are actually set up, that is your lot. I think that is all my consoles, to be honest. I mean, I've got like like a Mega Drive 2 and a few Mega Drive 1s lying around, and like I say, the slim American PS2 and the regular American PS2. But most of those have been put away because I can just get away with using those two beauties for the same purposes, which is really cool. But yeah, that mess right there is my gaming setup, and everything's ready to go, which is really cool. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I apologise for the mess.